Hi, Cherie Fogarty here, founder of Creating My Best Life and Habit Gratitude for Kids, where we show you how to get happier, more grateful children and be happier, more grateful yourself. And this week's super simple tip for bringing more gratitude and happiness into your home this week is brought to you from my car, because it's Sunday and the only quiet place I could find to make a video today with 4 children at home is in my car. So this week's tip is coming from my driveway. I'm not driving while I'm doing this. My husband always says to remember to tell people that. I'm not driving, sitting in my driveway. And I just want to let you know what this week's tip is, because it's super simple and fun. You can do it no matter how busy you are or your family is. And that's to take a gratitude break. Because here's the thing, one of the biggest obstacles to creating the habit of gratitude for us and for our children is just remembering to remember. We're busy, our kids are busy, we have so much on our to-do list that remembering to take a minute and feel grateful is sometimes hard to do. But that's what this week is all about. It's going to be to remember to take a gratitude break. And what's a gratitude break? Well, a gratitude break is kind of just what it sounds like. It's a break you take and that you'll teach your children to take, where you stop and take a few minutes to feel grateful. And it does several things. First and foremost, it lets us stop and it helps our children stop for a minute and breathe and release, relax, and just be. And in the midst of all the busyness that we all experience, and especially our children these days, it's nice to take a minute or two, or in this case 3, and just stop. So that's one of the first benefits of it. Secondly, it again focuses our thoughts on what we have to be grateful for. We're training our brains to stop and take notice, no matter what else is going on around us, of the things that we're grateful for, and teaching our children to do the same thing, because that's what we forget to do. Because we're so busy and we're running from one thing to the next, if we don't put it on our to-do list, if we don't schedule it, if we don't take the time to think of things we're grateful for, we just simply won't, because it's not an emergency like all of the other things we do seem to be. It's not a pressing thing to do, even though it's super important and it's at the top of our priority list. We also need to put it at the top of our to-do list. So that's what this week is all about. So the way to do a gratitude break, and again, there's more information in the blog post at cheriefogarty.com, as well as step-by-step, super simple step-by-step directions. But basically, you're going to just schedule a gratitude break. That means pick a time, and whether maybe it's right after the kids leave for school and you can take a breath and stop and think. Maybe it's right before they come home from school, so that you can start, when they get home, you start it off in a grateful, happy mood. Or maybe it's right before bed. Or maybe it's more than once a day, which would be even better. But, just start with once, and if you can do more, fantastic, but once a day. And then have your children help them pick a time that they're going to do it. Will it be, it's hard for some kids before school, but for others it might be the best time. Right before bed is always a great time, even though, you're going to bed anyway and it's not necessarily a break. But probably the best way to do it is to have them take a homework gratitude break, because what child doesn't want to take a break from their homework? So let them know that it's okay to take a 3-minute break, stop, and think of things they're grateful for. So what you're going to do is schedule it, either, a calendar reminder on your smartphone or your kids' phones. For younger children, just putting up a reminder card at that time somewhere, if it's related to bedtime, somewhere in their room or next to their bed, if it's during the day on the refrigerator or wherever they do their homework, if it's going to be a gratitude break. Schedule the reminder. Then make sure when the reminder goes off to do it, because remember, knowing it and doing it are 2 different things. If you ignore that calendar reminder or you ignore the reminder card to do it, you're not going to get the benefit of this, and neither will your children. And then for the next 3 minutes, again, you can pick whatever time you want, 1 minute, 5 minutes, but 3 minutes we can all manage, I think. And just think, brainstorm things that you're grateful for. Look around the room if you need to start with some inspiration. Just look around your house, look around your room. Think of people, places, and things you're grateful for, and just let your mind go. And, if you can think about why you're grateful for them, even better. But if you just want to make a running gratitude list in your head or write it down, that's fine too. If your children want to write it down, or shoot a video, teenagers especially love to take selfies and selfie videos. So have them just, talking to their phone for 3 minutes about things that they're grateful for, people, places, things, and why. And that's it. Super simple. You can do it anywhere, anytime, because you can just do it in your head. And that is it. And I hope that you and your children will do this week, because even though it sounds so basic and simple, and it is, it's actually extremely powerful, because as I said before, you're training your brain. The more of these tips, tools, and ideas we can use to bring more gratitude and happiness, to shape our thoughts, words, and actions, and this week it's all about thoughts, for happiness and gratitude, the happier, more grateful we'll be. It's that simple. So you know, as simple as these seem, you have to do them to get the benefit of them. So I hope you'll do this week, and I hope you'll encourage your children to too. And then, of course, make it a habit. Keep it going. Maybe do 2 or 3 times a day, or just, you know, keep it going as a habit. And it's a really wonderful thing to do, and helps you and your children feel more grateful. And now it's your turn. In the comments below, I would love to hear from you. When will you take your gratitude break this week? And when do you think your children will? And then, of course, after a few days, please come back and let us know how it goes, how the tip is working, what you think of it, and how you like it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, for being a mom or dad, and for everything you do each and every day to be the best one you can be. And if you want even more tips, tools, ideas, and strategies for how to get more grateful children and to be happier, more grateful yourself, head over to SherieFogarty.com after the episode if you're not already there, and sign up for email updates. We can have happier, more grateful children. We can be happier, more grateful ourselves, and we can and we are changing the world, one child and one family at a time, starting with our own. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.